Okay, good morning. My name is Nicholas Miller. I am an educational technology specialist within Pearland ISD. I've been doing this for coming up on 5 years now. Um, and I've been working in Canvas since the onset of COVID. Whenever that happened in, was that March of 2020? So, been in Canvas now for a little over 3 years. So, for the purposes of this is the third and final assignment for the course. First question: reflect on who you were able to have conduct the usability of testing. Were you able to get the right people? Why or why not? What can you do better to improve this in the future? So, my testing environment, being that it is summertime, was not teachers. Teachers are off on vacations and all that kind of stuff. But I was able to grab a few educational technology specialists, other versions of me within the district, and two curriculum and instruction specialists to work with me to help design this out. Actually, more or less to see what I have done. And really, the curriculum and instruction specialists were who I wanted to talk to or see experience this as it was. Um, and really, the reason is uh, in our district, we have sort of a a line in the sand, if you will, between teachers on one side who are, all for technology, implementation, fun things, new ways of doing things, district of innovation, all of that kind of stuff. And then we've got teachers on the other side of the sand that are of the mindset of, well, I've always done things this way and it's worked really well, and my students are always passing stars, so why should I listen to you? Um, Now, not quite that frankly, but that's kind of the two extremes of everything, and then there's a wide array of everything in the middle. If I can get the curriculum department on board with how to structure proper lessons within Canvas, like what I'm about to show you, I feel that I can have a stronger impact on teachers, on students, and really promote digital learning in the modern classroom. So I think I was able to get the right people per se, but it's not necessarily the right people that were needed to be. Teachers would have been great for this, but again, teachers are kind of like on down the hill when the ball gets rolling. Curriculum and instruction, the specialists using Canvas the right way, using these methods, this organizational process the right way, is really going to be where the big impact happens. Um, so obviously, next question: what impact did your platform have on the testing results? Like I said, I used Canvas as my LMS. I know there's Google Classrooms, there's Schoology, Edmodo. Not really a big fan of that one. There's a whole list of platforms out there. Blackboard's another one, common in college. My preference is Canvas. We are a Canvas district. Pearland ISD adopted Canvas fully whenever COVID happened. Um, and then we are also a Microsoft Office 365 district, which works seamlessly with Canvas. It's really a usable platform. Um, I think my what I'm about to show you, how I organize things with teachers, is going to have a very strong impact. I had very good feedback with the curriculum department. I had excellent feedback from fellow ETSs. Um, the biggest lesson I learned with building this out and using this, and like I said, I've been doing this since the onset of COVID, 2020. So 2020, 2023, so 4 years now, 4 years, not three. I've learned that organization, no matter what platform you're using, whether it's Google, Schoology, Canvas, whatever, organization of content is the most important thing, and stick to it. Whatever method you're going to use for organization, you stick to that through the entire course of the class or the year or whatever you're doing. You stick to one organizational structure so that everybody understands what's going on and where to get things. Um, and if I can uniform that organizational structure across teams of teachers or a campus of teachers, that just makes that understanding of where to go for things even better. It just reinforces that strength. Students are children of repetition. So if they repeatedly know, okay, this is where I go for this resource, this is where I go for that resource, everything's organized similar, there's more opportunities for learning. Um, so what have I done to address the usability issues revealed from the testing? What have I added or taken away? So the biggest thing that I am doing, you see here, I've got my buttons down here. I've got my modules, which is where I organize students' work. That's where I organize lessons. That's where I organize the week's worth of activities as I go throughout the course of the year. I have a class notebook. I strongly encourage teachers to take advantage of the OneNote class notebook, simply because it allows, with the technology we have in Pearland, it allows for a more immersed experience. What I mean by that, right now, a lot of the teachers are currently using the model of, we're going to stand up under the document camera so students can see us writing on paper, and it's projected up on the whiteboard behind me. So teachers are at the front of the class or at their desk or wherever, they're stuck, they're tethered to that document camera for however long their lecture needs to be. OneNote class notebook, with the technology we have in Pearland, allows for them to step away from that. And it allows for them to keep their lessons organized throughout the course of the year so that they can come back to it again next year and not have to reinvent the wheel. So we have short throw projectors, and we have wireless screen beams, or like a Microsoft wireless display adapter, where teachers can basically screencast their display up on the projector. And every teacher's device comes with, sorry for the moving screen, comes with an active stylus. And every student's device after this year will have an active stylus. Currently, they have touchscreen devices, but it's the soft tip nib styluses. Anyways, all students are provided a touchscreen device. All teachers are provided a touchscreen device with stylus. The class notebook allows teachers to put whatever they're doing into, well, I have it here. So like class notebook, you see I have it laid out. Term 1, lesson 1.2. So term 1, week 2, this is our lessons throughout the course of the week. Rational numbers, rational numbers, rational numbers. For 7th grade, this is a review of where they left off in 6th grade. So I very much geared this to start off the 7th grade math year. Here's your template, here's your format. Take this and continue it. And with OneNote, teachers can cast this up on the screen, and you can see it wiggling and all that, just right directly on it, and it goes up on the projector. Now, this is in the content library. That's like the teacher's filing cabinet. Students can go in here and they can see everything the teacher does. So the students have access to the teacher's notes at all times, which is fantastic. Especially going back reviewing for tests, STAR, quizzes, all that kind of stuff. Students always have that availability. You can also take this page or the week's worth of notes as you go and distribute the pages out to students' notebooks. So students can have a blank copy of what the teacher is working on. The teacher starts working on their class stuff, and then the students are taking notes right there with their tablets in class. So it's an active learning digital environment in person. This can be done in person, remote, whatever. Okay. So that's the design idea as far as this. And of course, I have a late work module set up. I have a late work submission form. I've got my rules 501st is like a Star Wars theme. I'm a big Star Wars fan. And then reach out with the Force, Luke. No, it's I'm even holding a Luke Skywalker Lego. No, it's basically email. It just takes them straight to whatever app they use for email. So in my modules, the way this is organized, and you can kind of see it there. Let me publish everything here, and give it a second to spin around, and there it goes. Okay, so basically it's laid out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And this would be the sequence of the class. They come in, they do a warm-up every day of the week. Warm up. And then we have a little video, whether a teacher has found a resource video online or they've created their own video or whatever the case may be. And then we go into OneNote class notebooks, and we have instructional time. It is not like this every day. Warm up is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday we have instructional time. If the teacher has assignments or worksheets, they can throw it into this. This is strictly a template for teachers to use. They can always add in things on the end of Monday, on the end of Tuesday. And actually, I'm going to get to some of that here in a minute. On Thursday, you see here I have an Excel formulas with rational numbers. It's an external tool working with Office 365. Excel creates an assignment with Excel, so it gives students sort of an introduction into just beyond using a calculator. Now we're going to use Excel and do spreadsheets and things like that. And then on down here, we have our final quiz. I have a late work module so that if students um, don't get Monday and Tuesday's work done on time, they can always come here to the late module that stays published at all times. Students will only see, term 1.2 published. Next week, they would only see term 1.3 published, week 2, week 3, week 4, as it goes on. So that's sort of the organizational structure that I'm really, really pushing. And the CNI specialists really, really like that. They had not seen Canvas used to this capacity or this detailed before. Their use of Canvas is limited to sort of an administrator's. They don't have an actual class in Canvas because they're curriculum specialists. They go in, they design curriculum, they design lessons, they share it out all through Canvas. Fantastic. But as far as using it for instruction, they don't really see that a whole lot. So this was sort of eye-opening to the two curriculum specialists that I was working with. I think ultimately, that I was talking about that great divide in ideology in teachers right now in Pearland, and I think this showing the curriculum instruction specialists this means I will be pushing it from my point of view as a technology specialist. They will start adopting this and being like, look, you can use Canvas in a more involved way. Coming from both of us, I think we'll actually start to see some movement across campuses, across teams towards this direction. So I think that has absolutely improved the curriculum instruction specialists' view of this, which will ultimately lead to improved teacher usage and improved student usage. The ETS fellow coworkers of mine that use this really, really liked how I have this laid out. It was very clear, very organized, and it just reinforced the fact that the more organized you are here, even down to the naming devices. This term 1.2, if you see everything within this week, term 1, week 2 is labeled T1.2. Means if I lose it, if I go to add something to somebody else's module, if I share something with somebody else, they know exactly where within the course stream, within the scope sequence of events that this is supposed to happen. They know exactly where to insert that assignment. So it's really, really handy that way. How has this testing impacted your alignment of outcomes for activities and assessment? I think this is really going to be a game changer with how the district perceives Canvas. If this can gain traction, even on my own campuses or beyond, onto one of the other three middle schools or one of the other three junior highs, I think this could have a very broad impact. And as far as addressing the infrastructure, system, and support needs that the learner may face, that is quite literally my job within the district. My job is support through Canvas, Office 365. If I'm not available in person, I'll hop on a Teams call and do a screen share of what's going on. How can I help? What is your the term we use is what's causing your hair to be on fire? The world is burning around, and teachers go to that panic mode real quick. My job is to extinguish that panic mode and okay, let's get it straightened out. Let the class sit for 2 or 3 minutes. They can work on something and we'll fix this. Generally speaking, every issue I've ever experienced with this is quite literally a 2 to 3 minute fix and teachers are back up and running. So my job is quite literally, I am the firefighter. I am the extinguisher of flames. That is my support. And there are, my responsibility is at one middle school and junior high campus in the feeder pattern. And then we have 3 other ETSs for the other 3 middle school, junior high teams. We have 1 ETS per high school, and then we have 3 ETSs that share the 11 elementary schools. So that's sort of our support structure. Now this year it is new for elementary. Previously, after COVID, they had used Seesaw as their LMS, even though it's not really an LMS. This year, we are full canvas K through 12. We have elementary templates that have been designed and built out for them, and the elementary ETSs are doing a fantastic job of getting that rolled out. So it's really been a concerted team effort as far as that goes. So we do a fantastic job of the support needs and providing the infrastructure needs that is necessary. Okay. I hope that answers all the questions, and thank you very much. Have a great day.